Hey, welcome to my Play the Light Speaker where we help cure those hearts. Um, on today we'll be talking about battling in your mind. Don't we all do that? Well, battling in the mind. I know for me right now, I am battling with past relationships. I am stuck in my mind about this old relationship that I was in. It's something about relationships that gets me like a bittersweet type of thing because this young man, I really loved him. Doesn't it sucks that when you really love someone and you have to let them go because they're not good for you. So you're back to square one again. And you're like, why does this always happen to me when it comes to relationships that you know, you think that this is what you want, but it's not really what you want. What do you do when you're battling your mind with something? What are you battling with? Is it you're battling with your emotions? Are you battling with yourself? What are you doing? And so for me, I feel like I'm battling in the mind. Like I'm stuck on a current relationship. I mean, this man, I really loved him, and he made me feel on top of this world. I was like, I didn't know what to do, speechless. All the things that he was doing for me was very, very good. Like, I never had that in my entire life. But I realized that a lot of people could do a lot of great things for you. But it doesn't necessarily mean they want for nothing. So, what I mean is, a lot of people could feed you, clothe you, bathe you, but that doesn't mean they're meant for you. I know it's crazy that I'm saying this. I know a lot of people will look at this and be like, what is she talking about? I mean, obviously it seems like that's how it's supposed to be, but honestly, just because someone takes care of you doesn't mean they're always for you. It's be reasons why they're doing what they're doing. And you have to just be careful in general. Um, they say, let a man come to you. You need to be careful. They be like, let them come to you. You need to be careful who's coming to you. Because either way it goes, people will come to you. But it's all about being careful of who's coming to you. I know that I met a lot of people over the past few years. And I have met new people, a lot of them. And there's some good people. I met a lot of great people over the years. This particular guy, he was a good person, but he came out really deceiving. And so I do want to kind of tell you guys about being careful. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're battling something in the mind, you could be battling against yourself in the way you think. I know for me, my words are strong in strength because I'm still weak. I feel like I'm still weak somewhere. And I think it was the relationship that I currently had got out of that made me weak. I've got to tell you that this program is a blessing that I ever tried my best to go forth in the business because I was so glued onto the relationship. I probably wouldn't even did this. I probably wouldn't get on YouTube and talk. I probably wouldn't have made the blog page or created my own dresses. I probably wouldn't even did all this stuff. Yes, I have 2 children. You should want to do these things for your children. But sometimes when you get glued into stuck in love, you forget yourself, your children, and everybody. Because you're so glued onto wanting to be loved. The feeling of you want somebody to love you. But you are love. And you don't need anyone to love you. A lot of people don't like to be alone. And they battle with that. They battle being alone. I'm one of them. I'm by myself. But now I'm starting to do things productive to where it feels so good to be by myself. I'm so used to myself now to where when people around me, like that party, when all the people was around me, I'm like, ooh. Definitely have, I wasn't able to do the YouTube, but on my blog page, I have the event. You just scroll down and you can click on that Facebook thing, the link, and you'll see the events of how the party went. And there was two speakers there, and they were speaking about their life. So you can definitely click on that on the blog, and you'll see that on my page. Because I totally forgot. I just went live, but I forgot to upload the channel. I forgot. I was just having so much fun and enjoying my oldest brother really came and it touched my heart. You know, when you are battling something, you could be battling with family in your mind. Me and my family had a rough life. You know, we all had disagreements. We all didn't understand each other. We all had something that we didn't understand. But the moment I removed myself from every single one, I saw the people that I was close to. You know, I saw my auntie Alicia, and it was beautiful. It was so gorgeous. It was a gorgeous party to where I was like, even though I didn't want to really be around people, it took great courage for me to be around people. And I told my auntie, I'm like, you know me, I don't really be around people like that. But it's good. Sometimes it's good to kind of get outside. Cause I was literally inside for a while. I had so many trust issues, so much energy going on to where I had to keep myself in for a while. And so when I guess God relieved me, He released me and told me to go ahead. It's gonna be okay. You can go back out. When God said for me to go back out, I was like, uh, I don't know how we gonna do that. But in this, I ended up going back out. And I feel like God, when I was able to go after I isolated myself for so long and I was able to go back out, I've seen so many people. I saw a lot of people that literally was just worried about me. A lot of people were calling me, and now I'm able to go back to normal. I'm calling them now, I'm checking on them, but before I had a full break for months. I wouldn't call nobody, nobody. But now I'm starting to. My allergies are kicking back in. Every time I get up on here, you know, nose is stuffy and everything going on with me. And look, my tissue boxes is all getting empty. I gotta get my napkins. Use my napkins. But it's okay. I'ma just do Miss Sniffles. But in this though, it's hard to battle something. It is. And I plan on doing this big traveling event to where I start to get my peoples to talk to you guys too. You know what I'm saying? To tell you guys a little bit something about how they feel. And it would be a great interview that I will have with them. And I plan on going outside and maybe even talking at the parks and doing more than just sitting at home and videoing it. Trying myself to tape outside and talk outside and do the best I can. It is going to be a little bit difficult because I know sometimes I've changed. I used to talk everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm very private. You know? It was a time I shared everything. It was a time I shared everything. I shared everything. Everything. I gave up everything. But it's the time now that I personally been private. No one really knows a lot about me no more. They have to call me or they have to get to know me because I've shut down because I was battling something in the mind. I had counseling, 3 different counselors. One of them really touched my heart. But you can go to these places, but it's all up to you if you want change. When I was in that relationship with that man, I couldn't believe that I was treated just that way. Like, it was like, why did I settle for that? The lies. He wasn't going to leave. His wife, ladies, please, if you hearing this, I'm going to tell you from the bottom of my heart, if a man loves you, he will do anything in his needs not to hurt you. And he will tell you things that you need to know. Who is it? Yes. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay. A lot of people like to knock on the door. But this time I didn't pause it because sometimes when you got to redo the video 5, 15 times, you're like, oh Lord, no. But anyway, see, this is the documentary, the real life. Look. But I really love the man. And ladies, you guys got to be careful because you can really love a man, but if he doesn't love you like you love him, something wrong with that. If he got to go find a little bit sweetheart and go do that, something wrong with that. And if you approve, yes, I get it. Death do you part when you're married. But if you approve with your man being with another woman, what is wrong with you? Because when he got walking across that stage, did he walk across the stage with 2 women? Or did he walk across the stage with you? I just want to know. I'm being real. Because there's some women that is just okay with their husbands sleeping with other women. And it's not that they're okay. They know that man gonna do whatever they want to do. But I'm going to tell you what. I'm sorry. You're not about to go sleep with no other woman. You're going to go get some divorce papers and you're going to leave me. You're going to go. Because I don't feel comfortable. Okay? Because you came walking up this stage, you know what I'm saying, with me. And if you didn't want me yet, because you couldn't put away your selfish ways, then that's your fault. You should have thought about that when we walked down that stage. I'm just saying. I really want to talk about some real stuff here. I really think it's annoying to me how even sometimes the wife cheats too. I just think it's annoying to me. Like, why are you getting on the stage if you ain't ready? If you ain't ready, don't walk across that road. People say, you're supposed to be married when you get... I thank God I didn't get married just because I have kids. I really want to say some people get married just because they have kids. Some people get married just because. And then some people get married just because they think that they're in love. No, I'm glad I didn't do none of that. Because once you get married, that is it. You gotta go for what's right. A lot of people can't afford the divorce. I get it. But you should have thought about that. Some people just get married and get pressured into it. But my thing is, nobody ain't gonna pressure me into something that I don't want to do. If I am not ready for that, I ain't ready for that. And me, when I dated somebody that had him, ooh, my whole world knocked over. It's not funny. Because you don't know what you're doing to innocent single women when you're, or single man too, when you are on that table and I get it, y'all might not be together, but how do you think that single person, I feel like for single people who are dating someone, who already have someone, you need to look in the mirror and say, are you worth more than that? Because my thing is, like Jerry Springer said, before you enter a relationship with anybody, you should really be already done with the other one. So that means your papers should be done. Whatever you need to be in a relationship with, it should be done. I don't care if you got needy down there. You better need to get a divorce. You better need to break up with that girl. I'm just being real. People really irritate me because I think about relationships. And you can battle with this. Relationships are really huge right now. And you can battle with this thing. Because you got to sit here and wonder if this person really love you. I mean, some of these men, they're doing things just to get their self right. They're pretty much piggy banks to these women. No, that's not how you're supposed to be. I get it. The woman want more money. You ain't no piggy bank, though. Y'all supposed to be helping each other. And then the woman. I'ma just give him this coot and he gonna be alright. You gotta give him more than just a coot. You gotta treat yourself like a woman. If you treat yourself like a woman, then a good man will find you. Ooh, I'm learning that. Because I used to give out the coot all the time. But then I'm starting to realize what me doing giving out the coot. You're not going to be what you want if you give it out first. How about you be what you want and wait? It's so hard. Temptation's always near. But you gotta discipline yourself. That's why I told myself my 2 words are strong and confidence. Because right now I need to be strong and confident. Because when I dated this man, I was so hurt. And no one couldn't tell me differently. Yes, I would go back to this man 50,000 times. Not one person can say they never went back with a person 50,000 times. They were there. So it's like, yes, we say we're going to leave a person and we keep coming back. Why? Because we keep coming back thinking they going to change. And then what happens? They don't change. Then we sit down there looking like cornbread and we got to cry and say, why they do that to me? Chapters 5, 4, and 8. We wonder why the people do that to us. Why they hurt us. Why they break us. Why did they put us on the ground like that? Why did they take advantage of us like that? We're wondering. And that's how I am right now. I always wonder about this relationship. Or I always wonder, why was I treated like this? What did I do so wrong? Most of us just not ready for no relationship. We would know when we ready once we take care of ourselves. Some of us not even ready. Some of them that's married ain't need to be married. Because they know they ain't ready for that. And some of them is just settling for less. And I was one of them. Just because a person has money does not mean they for you. And that money may not be for you. You know what I mean? People that got beat up for the man money. Oh no, I wish a man would put their hands on me. We about to bop him in his head with a bottle. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. But I'm just saying. You know how many women that I've heard say they got beat up. And I would literally say in my head, is it because you took their money? You using their money? That's why I am INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means yet? Independent. Ain't no man gonna put their hand on me. No. I was the beater. God forgive me. He's delivering me. I'm gonna be honest. I used to put my hands, my precious little hands, on that man. I just had a reflex. I would pull out some stuff too. I'm about to get myself in jail. I pull out some knives. I don't be playing with me. I was that type of chick. I'm still delivered. I'm getting delivered. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to change my life. I love I think it's called Lisa or Yolanda. Yolanda changed my life. I love her because I used to watch her, and she really wants to help people change their lives. So me, I'm like on here, and I'm like, I'm trying to change my life because I was crazy. I was gonna be that type of girl to go ahead and really, yeah, I'm about to really hurt them. Play with me. I'ma choke you. Don't be lying to me. When people ignore you and they don't work. So you wondering, boy, you ain't work. So why you ain't answering you not? It's annoying. I just say, if a person's not consistent with you and you're not consistent with them, or you guys are just playing around both, then why are you even together? A lot of people got this drive for sex to where they done lost their mind and they wondering why they're catching diseases. It's not that serious. You got to take care of your body and take care of yourself. I mean, I don't even do anything no more like I used to. I don't do anything. Because I feel like, why am I going to keep on putting my body at risk for the wrong person all the time? No, I want something good in my life. When God said he'd give you riches without no sorrows, I love that. Because you know what? Have you ever think about the things that you did for money, or you think about the things that you did just in general, just to get people to notice you, and it left you hurting? I think about that all the time. The things I did for money back then, and I was hurt. Or the things that I did for relationships, and I was hurt. Sometimes it's not a relationship, it's based on somebody else's needs and their wants. They just want you to use you. They don't really want you as a person. How many people done told me some horrible things, and it really messed up the mind to where I wanted to kill myself? Suicidal is really not no joke. And when somebody's in your mind, it's not good. You know what I'm saying? I was crazy. I literally told a lot of people I wanted to go. And they didn't understand why I wanted to go. And I wanted to leave because I didn't feel pretty enough. I wanted to die just to live. I felt like if I was dead, it would have been a nice, peaceful moment. And I was a single mother, 2 children, and wanted to be dead. Do you not know it wouldn't be a nice, peaceful moment? Do you not know my little Mimi would have been like, Mama dead? You did not know my baby would have been hurt because her mama worried about somebody else tampering with her brain. You know what I'm saying? This is a good topic because that's true. Battling in the mind. You talk about you won't kill yourself. You not know everybody be crying about you. And you leaving that heavy burden on somebody else. For real. I can only imagine. Oh my God. Now that we talking, I am so thankful that I did not kill myself. Oh my God. I am so thankful that I did not kill myself. Because I would talk like that. I was crazy. I was in the shower. doing some crazy stuff in front of my kids, and my daughter was just like, Mama, what you doing? Seriously. Because I was that crazy about relationships. I was crazy when my dad died. You know, when my dad, that was the icing on the cake. That was the icing on the cake. I was already crazy. Okay? I got more crazy because I was already crazy about relationships. Okay? You know, I didn't understand it. I did just tired. So you didn't even have to hurt me because I was already going to go out there and hurt myself. Seriously. I'm like, okay, you don't want me? All right, come on. I'm going somewhere else and have somebody else do whatever they want to do. Go on ahead, tamper with me. And that wasn't good. So I was battling in my mind. Instead of just saying, I'm going to go get it and read a book, or I'm going to go to counseling, I'm going to get me some help. Instead of saying that stuff, positive stuff, I'm going back to the negative. I'm going to go out there and go get somebody else. I'm about to go out there and do what I got to do. And I did it the wrong way and then got myself all told up, hurt more. Putting more problems on more problems. And I realized that in a relationship, that I had to be careful. I had to be careful on what I'm doing. Even though you would love somebody, you gotta, when you're going through a heartbreak or you're going through something in the mind, it's important that you go get some counseling. Oh, I don't want to talk to no stranger. Well, if your advisor making it worse and everybody around you making it worse, you better go get some counseling. Because ain't nobody else is going to help you with that. Because not everybody know how to do it. And plus, everybody you around is broken. Broken people can't help broken people. Unhealthy people can't help unhealthy people. We can't. We unhealthy. So, I got that doctor look, that doctor cup. I need to get some more water. But in this, seriously, we wonder why. If your circle is unhealthy and everybody's broken, who's going to get help? Think about that. Is everybody unhealthy? Who's going to get that help? Somebody at one point is going to have to go somewhere. And a lot of people don't agree with it, but I agree. If you're really just horrible like I was and ain't nobody helped your mind, you better go do what you got to do so you can get right, especially if you got kids behind you. But I do have a huge topic. Let me see what I'm going to be doing this topic. I want to definitely let you guys know that I want to do a huge topic. It's going to be May the 6th, because I already got all my topics together about the people who don't have children. You guys belong too. I definitely want to tell y'all, just because you don't have children, it does not mean that you guys are not special too. You guys are special. And y'all deserve to be on this very life too. You got something to live for. There's somebody out here who cares about you too. And a lot of people be saying that, I'm just gonna die, I ain't got no kids. It don't matter if you ain't got no kids. You got a story. And you might touch somebody with your story. That's another thing that I really want to talk about. It's really going to be as me really encouraging those single people without children to let you know that just because you don't got no kids don't mean that you don't belong. You know, you do belong here. You do. You got a story. I want to hear it. You got all types of stuff going on in your body that my Quail Light speaker would love to hear. Just because you ain't got no children don't mean you don't belong on God's earth. He created you to do good works. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people would tell me that. Well, I ain't like you. I mean, of course you had to pull through because you got kids. So that is a good little topic that I would love to talk more about, is I didn't always have kids. I didn't have them babies before, and I was wild before I had them kids. The kids is what stopped me, though. You know what I'm saying? They stopped me. Them children stopped me, and I probably wouldn't have been what I am today if it wasn't for the discipline of me having those babies. It is true. But don't mean that I wasn't sitting there with everybody else before I had them kids. So I'm glad that I got some huge topics to talk about because, that is true. A lot of people will be like, you don't know how it feels because you got children. Of course you got to do what you got to do. No, even if you don't have children, you should still do what you got to do because you belong on this very earth. There's some things that this city needs help with, and you can be a helper. And just because you don't have children don't mean children will adapt you. You don't know what God can do for you and through you so you can help other people. And so my thing is, I do want to encourage a lot of people more and more about letting them know is that children, no children, job, no job, whatever you don't have, you can get. You don't even need it. All you need is a faith. Faith without works is dead. You have to take care of yourself. For example, I got me another speaker on the phone today. My mama the life speaker. She sat over there and told me, I heard what you said to me, and it really got on my head because I told her about that guy with the fork in his chest. And I told her he ate the throw up. The stepmama made him eat that throw up. And I said, you got your life back. And so I called her and she told me, you made me think about that. And it was just an eye opening. And you right, I got my life back. And I need to get it together. You right. I mean, I've been right. I don't get why everybody's saying that. But she said, but you right. I need to live my life. Because after that story, baby. And she said, I need to live my life. So I love that. I love that energy. And my mom, this morning, just to hear her, talk. And I said, okay, Mama Life Speaker. We got Mama Life Speaker. We got life speakers. Look. And when she heard it, she said, oh, no, you woke me up a little bit when you talk about that. And I said, yeah. He talk about folk in his chest. His mama put a fork in his chest and he had to eat the throat. Ooh! Because sometimes you got to tell people stories. It might touch somebody's heart. And I told my mom the story when I read on the video. This is off a video. And I heard the guy talk about it on his video. And I went to go tell my mom about it. And she's like, no, I'm about to go live my life. I said, because, see, my mom, she's a strong woman. Her story is strong. I mean, this woman lost her husband, but not even that. Way before she lost her husband, she lost her daughter. Not even that. Way before she lost her daughter, she lost a twin. Not even that. She lost her dad, and they had a not so close relationship. She's lost a lot. This woman's story is so huge to where my mom, she cracked her head in a crash and her blood was on me and she came back to life. God is good. He is good. This woman lost all these people. I don't even know now I can see why my mama the way she is. Because if you lost so many things, you want to be gone too. But when you tell your mama that there's somebody that had a fork up in their chest, and their mama made them eat the throw up. But my mom's story yet alone is scary. She cracked her head. It And so when people say they want to die, they better be careful where they got their mindset, because your mind is a powerful thing. So when you talk about you want to die, just remember your mind is training you to die. It's okay, we got to die now. So be careful. Be careful what you saying to yourself. Battling in the mind is huge. Don't be telling yourself that you want to do that, because if you're killing yourself off, you're killing your powers. You supposed to be out here trying to help somebody, and you want to be out on the floor foaming out the mouth. We ain't got no time for you foaming out the mouth. We need you to get up, baby. There's chicken to cook. You probably a cooker. There's songs to play. You probably a singer, baby. There's so many things that you got to do, baby. And you foaming out the mouth on that ground, you better get up, baby. You got cornbread to cook in that kitchen. And you got the stove on while you over there trying to foam out the mouth. You get that rope off of you and come on. You know that rope ain't even worth it. You get that paper towel off of you. You stop doing all that. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to be funny. But I was the same way. Until I realized, like, I couldn't even have I couldn't have my lemon pepper if I died right now. I couldn't have my hot Cheeto puff if I died right now. I couldn't have my chocolate. I couldn't have nothing. Especially my hot Cheeto puffs. I couldn't have that no more. It's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. So if it's not worth it, baby, don't do it, man. Don't kill yourself. We need your stories. My Quail Light speaker, she got her speakers. My mama cracked her head. And that woman now starting to say, baby, you know what? You speaking. You doing too much now, baby. Now you back. Now my baby back. And see, me and her, we fell off for months. I fell off with a lot of people. And look, we back. We back. We back to speaking. Sometimes you got to take a little break. Take a little break. Relax. Drink some Kool-Aid. Drink some water. Do what you got to do. And then watch. Watch things work out for you. Start living your dreams now. Stop foaming out the mouth. Stop choking. Stop doing all that. And do what you got to do, baby. Because it's hot out here in the crib. It's hot out here. But we got to do what we got to do. Grace. Because God gave us grace. He did. He gave me grace when I saw my brother walk up in there. My brother never made it to none of my birthdays. So God is bringing families back. He's bringing families back. My brother, I didn't even feel scared. I used to be scared of him. Not scared. So Jesus is good. You know, my people that I haven't talked to in so many years wish me happy birthday. So God's bringing families back. God's bringing families back. God's bringing people back. God gonna get something healing with my eye. I don't know what's going on with me. You know, you know, when you start talking about how good God is, you see how good the devil is too, because he'll mess with you. He will. He brings stuff right in front of your face. He gets you sick. He do all that stuff. He mad at me because I was his demon babies. I was one of them babies that did too much. Now I got out of there. It was too much fire. I got out of that fiery hell. Ain't nothing but sorrows foaming out the mouth. Whoo! You won't be dead. You be beat with the head. And see, when Eve ate that apple, she should have never ate that apple. But when she ate it, it would look so good. See, that's what the devil do. You be like, oh, that man look good. He looks, you got a little motion going on now. Oh, my bad. So, grace. Sin shall no longer be your master, because you are not under the law, but under grace. And that is Romans 6:14. So sin is no longer, it doesn't have no power over us. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, y'all don't want to go in there. And he be making look all good, bringing them men in and women in. They look all good in cornbread and collard greens. And then you next thing you know, they busting the windows out your car. They pulling knives out on you. They blowing up your phone 1,000 times. You like, what in the... Yeah, just be careful. Careful. Careful in the bedroom. Boom. It ain't... Oh, no. It ain't like it used to be. You just stop it. You gonna come around here and you come back, your whole house gone. Oh, my God. I just want to say, though, is that I enjoyed you guys on here. I just, ever since I got into, like, really indulge into the YouTube channel, it took courage, great courage, because first of all, I'm used to more viewers than this. And when you're starting from scratch, it's like, oh, okay, not too many people are seeing me. And then I'm like, that's where I'm used to anyways. And then I built my blog. I said, man, not too many people are visiting the blog. I said, well, that's good. So I just started blowing up. I'm like, yeah. Cause true, you feel free when nobody all talking all that mess. You gotta start from scratch. Cause you never know, your determination is gonna bring you to success. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like, I can't do this, I can't do that, I used to do this. Girl, you better get you some YouTube and blog. Poof, there it is. And start doing what you gotta do, and you gonna feel good that you did it. And you never know what you might hit by doing your lemonade business, by doing your Kool-Aid business, by doing your chicken business, your collard greens, cornbread business. You know what I'm saying? Your fashion designer, your makeup artist, your rap designer, whatever you gotta do. You can rap and blog. You could be a rapper and get your blog page set up. There ain't no excuse, just results. You can literally do your singing on your YouTube channel from your phone. You could do your makeup on your phone. You be on Facebook Live anyway, so if you be on live, you can go ahead and get on your YouTube channel and start going like this and start telling the people, yeah, so this is where you do the makeup at like this, and then you do it like this, and then you gotta draw it like this, and then you gotta go like this. And then when you do all that, they be like, oh, you girl, let me try this now. And then you can put show them how to put the wig on. You just put that wig on like this and go like this. Poof, there it is. That's how you put on the wig. You don't understand that, even though it might seem like, who posts stuff like that? But you'll be amazed who you can help. Seriously. You can put ramen noodles in the stove, talk about something. This is how you cook noodles. Hey, today's so funny, but I'm serious. You can do anything you want to do if you put your mind to it. If you want to put some ramen noodles on the stove and show people how to cook noodles, you can do that. I actually see someone do that. You can do that too. You can put your little seasoning in there, tell them how to put the hot sauce in there. Because you know what? You don't understand that how many viewers you would get. You know, some people do the prank sticks. I don't really agree with it, because I feel like it could be dangerous. You don't want to be pranking people. You know, I think it's just best that you just do different things. Because believe it or not, you don't need to hurt people and play with them. You can cure them by showing them. It's just like Monster Inc. Monster Inc. used to scare people. And then the baby came in and changed their hearts. And now they created their business with laughs. And the lights were still on. All I'm saying is, you don't have to hurt yourself to create your business. You can create your business with laughs. Your business can be fun. It's going to have some moments, but you do not have to take it that serious. Because when I look at Monster Inc. and how this girl really, really touched his heart, that's all that baby girl did. And he changed the whole business around. Instead of scaring people, let's make them laugh. I don't know. I feel like the world could be changed if we just changed. A lot of people say the world is not where it used to be. It's not how it used to be. It could be. It really can. The world is what you want it to be, or where you should be. A lot of people talk about this world so much. It's not what it is. The world ain't like it used to be. Well, it's not the world. It's the people in it. Because the world gonna go round and round regardless. So it's still the same. Because if the world ain't like it used to be, we show what it used to be here. The world is still the same. Every day is dark, light, dark, light. Ain't nothing changed but dark and light. Okay? The people, they're happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad. Either way it goes, it's going to change due time. Because of why? It's the people. It's the emotions. Hard, warm, hot, cold. Whatever you want it to be. That's how it is. And so, I just feel like the world could definitely change. My TT Alicia was saying that women is going to affect the men. We will. I do agree with that. I do. I definitely do. But I do agree with that our man could literally, a lot more of our men, if they can encourage their man, when they get out, they can encourage more men, and they don't realize how big this can be. You know, it can be so huge to where I see something coming up to where, man, because I used to, when she said this, I used to feel kind of insecure about trying to encourage men because sometimes they be a little bit too much when it comes to women. That's why they have the boy in the boy bathroom and the girls in the girls bathroom. Because when you try to encourage men, they a little bit too much. But can a woman encourage a man? Yes, because I have. I have one of your young men now on my YouTube channel. I was trying to show her, but the room and the signal wasn't working. But one of the young men I encouraged on this YouTube channel. And like I said, he came up to me and told me that he wanted to kill himself. That's deep, right? But imagine somebody come up to you. You know you somebody come up to you saying he want to kill himself. And so you walk with him, pray. A few weeks later, he had gotten a job in Henderson. He had got a job because he was doing his community service, and he had got a job from doing that. And then he had got his own place in Henderson. So if he can do it, what's your excuse? A lot of people make a lot of excuses, but they don't realize that this man didn't even really believe in God like that too. He don't go to church. Most of these people that I talk to don't go to church. So what do I do if I go to church and they don't? I just encourage them. I talk to them. My cousin's a life speaker. Make your own business. You tell them that you go to church and try to really, encourage them to go. But if they don't go, hey, and you can touch their hearts and they want to go to you, why not make your own little page and have them go to you? Most of my people didn't want to go. They never went to church. How many people that I brought to church? Quite a few. Quite a few people I brought to church. But most of them, they didn't go to church. But they came to me. They came to me. And I always wonder, why are these people always stopping at me? Why? Why? Why do they do this? I was touching their hearts. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm like, why all these people always coming to me? They better go to church. Go to church. But now all of them want to go because they're comfortable with you. Some people, believe it or not, they kind of like me. A lot of people don't like to go nowhere. A lot of people are scared to go around people. A lot of people don't know how it is with the church. A lot of people never even went to the church, so they scared. So what do you do with that? You pray for them right there. Pray. I mean, I know a lot of people who don't believe in the whole 9 yards, and I prayed for them. So I guess it's all about your spirit and how you respond to encourage people. I think us that do go to church and as Christians, battling in the minds, stop trying to force them to go to your church. Stop trying to push them to go. Don't do that. Let them freely go. That young man that I talked about that I was dating, I just gave him my research on why I went to church. I researched it. Because, sometimes these people will literally get on you about their church stuff. So I went to research it, and I gave them a definition of what the reasons why you should go. And I started being a researcher, my Quaker Elite researcher, and I showed him. I said, this is why I will go, And a couple of weeks, he said, okay, I will go to church with you. I said, what? And he went. So even though we might not have worked out, but he went. And even though he probably ain't gonna go no more, but he went. So all I'm saying is that don't drag no one to church. Because God didn't drag you. You hear me? My church folks, do not drag no one to church. Did God drag you? Now I know back in the days, I ain't gonna lie, we ain't had no choice. Mama and grandma and them was not playing with us. We ain't had no choice. We had to go to church. So I've been to church my whole life. Okay? I learned more about God on my own though. But my grandma and my mama was not playing with us. We're going to get to church service. And you gonna wear these puffy ball dress and them stockings and them shoes. And come on now. They ain't playing with us. Okay? I'm sorry. I was old school. They ain't playing. And then we had the chicken dinners. Oh, we had chicken and cornbread dinners after. Oh, please, they ain't playing with us. We ate. We had some good cooked meal. Now when they see me, they be like, what happened to your weight, girl? I ain't got your chicken and cornbread. Look, because that's how it was back in the days. And I'm sorry, you going, okay? But now, it's different. I just encourage it in people's. My church folks, stop forcing people to go to church. But see, my mama and my my mama and my grandma, oh Lord, we was going to church. So that's probably why, honestly, the boys, they're not like me. They own their own person. They don't really go to church like that. My dad didn't even go to church like that. But they were great men. They were really great men. I ended up going to church like that. I ended up really, getting glued into God because I guess, after a while, you get hit by the Lord. After you get your family always have you go every Sunday, you like, oh, look, you can snap. So then when you be doing that sin stuff, poof, there it is, and they be like, Marquela, what happened to you? My family they done beat the demon out of me. I'm sorry. I'm bad. Look. So I'm just saying, y'all, don't force people to go to church if they don't want to go, because God is going to They got to be friendly to change in general. It's not even about no church stuff. It's just in general. They got to be willing to change. And God will be able to deliver them. You know, I had a party to where a lot of people might not agree with that party because people were really turned. They was turned up. They were drinking. You know, people were turned up. And me and my little brother and my other friends, we were sitting there chilling. We were chilling. You know, and so I know people were like, diverse. Like they would be lost. Wait a minute, they turned up and you speaking too. Okay, the light speak like where we help cure those hearts. It was funny. And I know a lot of people might not agree with the business of how I created it. But I always, I guess I think of I don't know, I do this because I think of my dad and how he was with me. He was so gentle. My father was just, I'm battling the mind with him still, you know, and he was a great guy. He didn't judge anyone. You like it, I love it. And that party was gorgeous because I just brought my dad in there. I see families getting back together. Seeing my oldest brother was gorgeous. Seeing my brothers were gorgeous. Our dad was there. He was a good family guy. And I just wanted to bring families together. And I did. I did that on my birthday. It was my birthday. I could have been sitting there chilling. But yet, I brought other people in there. And they even started speaking. God's good. Lady in there lost her child. Another lady had MS. My friend got robbed. Other friend broken by a relationship. Other guy, he didn't tell his story, but I remember he's trying to get out of the lifestyle that he's in. My little brother, he's battling with his own self. He thinks that he has these dark clouds, but he's just battling with this stuff. I just did my whole theory and theme at this party. I did it. My dad was in there. I felt it. It was like a whole family just got hit by God's blessings and miracle. And you know what? Miracle. She was there. Speaking of her, I brought her to the party and she was there. So that's probably why miracles were happening at a random, because Miracle, she was partying with us. She was sitting there partying with us. She sure was. She was on that table and she was with her thing. Miracle in that business, she was right there. And it's so funny because when they started speaking, I'm like, what? Wait a minute. And so even the people on the Facebook Live are like, wait a minute. So is it supposed to be a party or church service? They were so lost. They were lost. And that's how I want my program to be. I want it to shock the world. I got my dad in me. I really do. You know, a God in me, my dad in me, family members in me. And he was that guy to where you can be who you are. You like it, I love it. You know, and when you're ready to change, you're ready to change. And I've changed. And so when I brung my party and my old crew around, they were turned. But then they were turned and clowning around. But then that mom was not playing. She started really speaking, and then she started telling everybody, this is what I knew Marquela, and she knew what I went through. I had so much guilt about all the things with my job, the things I was doing, and, having a baby at a young age, hiding my pregnancy. It was so many things that I was doing. But this woman, she knew. She really, really knew. I came a long way. So, guys, I can't wait to talk to you tomorrow morning. Keep your head held up high. Battling in the minds is hard. So I'm going to go ahead and pray. Here we go. Oh, Heavenly Father, right now, in the name of Jesus, thank you for giving me a chance to speak to my audience here. Thank you for allowing me to get closer to where you promised us to be. God, you said that you would give us riches without no sorrow. So, God, I pray that you continue to be with us all, that you continue to deliver us from evil, that you give our minds on the right direction, that you continue to plant those seeds that you promise us, Lord, and continue to bring our hopes to the future, oh Lord. When you said that you would never leave us nor forsake us, you meant that. So God, continue to be with us all. In Jesus' name, I pray for us. Amen. Thank you for watching Marquela the Light Speaker, where we help heal those hearts. By the way, I love talking to you guys. I love encouraging you guys. And like I said, follow the blog and keep on checking that blog out. The party event is on there. It's the link that's on there. You click on it and you'll be able to see the young lady and even my little brother. You can even see my oldest brother coming into this party. And we had a really great time. And that's all that matters, is that it came out right. And even though it wasn't a lot of people, but sometimes you don't need all those people anyways, and so thank God for the things that he's done. In Jesus' name, I guess I'm running out of time. Time is up. Amen.